Right. This is part 3 for the reading for PK. One of the issues I'm looking at, and it's come a few times actually in a few different houses, conjunctions, is I'm wondering if there was maybe a sort of obstacle to your learning. Whether it was, I don't know, you graduated and then your family went somewhere else, but you were accepted to a local college and you gave it up, or it was difficult to get to university or high school or post-grad, whatever. It seems like there was always sort of an obstacle to higher learning. So I don't know your educational background, but regardless of what you got to, it seems like you could have done more. So for instance, if you graduated from university, I feel like you wanted to do a master's, but there was whatever obstacle there was. Because for you, learning, once again, it's not just about raw intellect, because there's intellect, but also the moon in Virgo will give you a street smart, right? So, and Mercury also will your type where your Mercury's placed will give you a type of street smart, sort of like a realistic, right? Not just textbook. You'll learn how to extrapolate the academic text and try and put it back into real case use. And I'm wondering if maybe I don't know, I'm getting a lot of, if you're not in the military now, you had ties with the military, something, because in your past life, when I look at your past life karma, it seems like you were definitely a leader of some kind. And a strong leader, a strong soldier, I don't know. This is besides the gladiator thing, by the way. The gladiator thing was more of a intuition pop. Now I'm just going by the chart. You seem to... It's really weird. It was almost like, I don't know what happened, because I'm not that good of an astrologer. You were someone really important, right? But you messed it up or something, or you let the glory get to you, because now your sun is in the 12th house. So instinctively, the psychological issue, I feel like, is the battle of the duality. Like, it's quite strong. So you were head, you were like the general, you were the colonel, what have you, the head of the village, whatever. And yet now you're like, okay, lay low, like, don't rise above, just keep it down, I'm feeling this energy, like delusions of grandeur, like, from the past. And then now you're being like really overly humble. So it's really interesting, because I feel like you may not have a problem with self-confidence, because you're like, I'm smart. I know I'm smart. I'm smart. But you might not have good self-esteem, which is, two different things, isn't it? Because smart and self-confidence is like, you can do it, right? That's self-confidence. But self-esteem is actually doing it, right? So it's like being a singer. I mean, I know some people who are amazing singers. They'll sing to you like when you're at a cafe when they're drunk in the shower. But I'm like, hey, it's karaoke night at the pub, at the bar. They won't do it. So there's self-confidence going, yeah, I'll sing for you. And then when it's like, well, here's the stage, and they're like, oh no, I can't do that. I feel like there might be this thing with you. Also, that was the energy I was getting, if that makes any sense. Because, and I don't know where that might come from, because maybe in your early environment, in your early child, you didn't get that support. I feel like maybe, I don't know, you might be, not the black sheep, but the sort of the odd one out, like one of these things are not like the other. It's like maybe you were, came from just a regular family, but you're quite the intellectual. Maybe they didn't bother going to university or for whatever reason, but you're like, I want to get a master's. This sort of like, where did she come from? Where are you getting these ideas from kind of thing? Feel like there might be blocked expressions, and you might feel this thing of you don't belong to your family as much, and yet you have this massive duty to be with them. I don't know. I feel like part of you would like to just, I don't know, join the Peace Corps and go to Nepal, go to Zimbabwe, go to Papua New Guinea, Thailand. But you're like, oh, but my family needs me. I don't know. There's that sort of coming through. So, because I also feeling like, is there, I mean, do you have, I don't know if you have siblings, but maybe there's a sibling issue. There's some kind of family issue. Because it's kind of coming over and over, you know, your south nodes, your third house, you know, just, you know, this thing kind of keeps reoccurring. So usually if it's just one time reoccurring, I'd ignore it. But it's come up a few times. So I don't know if, you know, you had a brother and the brother's caused you issues, caused you pain, or it's caused the family pain. I don't know if maybe he's, you know, anyway, that's just, I'm just wondering if that's something that colors your life. Because like I said, that keeps coming again and again. The thing is, you do seem to have a very, there's a natural inclination towards the mystical. I'm not saying you're psychic per se, but you seem to have a lot of creativity. You seem to be able to look at things in a certain way. Yeah, so this is, I'll just stop it here.